Hello my dears, welcome to Study Aid. So in this video I'm going to explain about the chapter Boli, which is one of the chapters in English textbook of class 12 of NIOS syllabus. So the Boli, actually her name was Suleka, and everyone was calling her Boli since her childhood. Okay, so what's this Boli means? Boli means simpleton, which means that foolish. Okay, she was the fourth daughter of Ramlal, and when she was 10 months old, she had fallen from her cot or bed, and it damaged her brain. Okay, that's why she remained backward and she was slow in all the things, and and so that all of her beloved called her Boli, which means foolish. Okay. So while she was born, she was fair and pretty, and after when she was 2 years old, she suffered from smallpox, and it damaged her skin, and there was a rashes of black and white in her body, and only her eyes was saved. Okay, and also she could not speak, and she spoke only when she was 5, and while speaking she was stammered, so that the children of her age started making fun of her, so that she stopped talking, and she was talking a very little. Okay, and about Ramlal family, he had 7 children of 3 sons and 4 daughters, and Boli is the youngest daughter, and he was a prosperous farmer. Okay, and he was a little bit rich, so that they could afford the proper drink and water, and the children except Boli was all healthy. Okay, and sons has been sent to city for the further studies, and 2 of her elder sisters were married, and they were well settled too. And Ramlal was only worried about Bol because she was not good looking at all after the effects of smallpox, and also she was not intelligent. Okay, after the effects of her fall from the cot, and he was very worried that how could he find the bridegroom for her. Okay, uh, also she was not intelligent, or nor she had no good look. And what happens, and Boli was 7 years old when her second sister was getting married, and at the same year they opened a primary education system for girls at their village, and the Tahsildar Sahib came for the inauguration, and he asked the Ramlal, as he was only the revenue official who is representing the village. As we told, he was a prosperous farmer. Okay, and the Tahsildar told Ramlal he should set up an example by sending his uh, daughters to school. This shows that there was no education system for girls at the time. Okay, that night, when after reaching home, Ramlal discussed this with his wife, and she asked, are you crazy? If girls go school, who will marry them? And this shows that it was a taboo for the girls to go to school, so that they could not marry. Okay, and Ramlal could not deny the order of the Tahsildar, and at last his wife told that we can't send Boli to school because there is no expectation of Boli getting married, because she was not fair, and she had no intelligence, and she was not smart enough to. So let the teacher worry about that, so that we can get rid of her. Okay, that was the intention or the discriminatory behavior of the parents of Boli. And the next day, what Ramlal does, he catches the hand of the Boli and says, come with me, I will take you to school. But she was afraid, she was frightened, and she don't know what the school and how it will look. She just remembered about the cow that they had been sold, so that she's thinking that they are going to sell her. Okay, and she said no, and took off her hand, but and the father scolded her, telling that, what's the matter with you, fool, and I'm taking you to school. And tells his wife that let her wear some good clothes, and if she's not wearing good clothes, what will they think when see her? Okay, here you can see in the textbook that see her, because already she is not fair, and she is ugly, and she has white and black darks on her face. So if she's not wearing good clothes, and what will they think when they sees her? Okay, that is the intention there. And you can see no new clothes were made for Boli, and the old clothes of her sister was given to her. And no one cared about her. Okay, or washed her clothes, and completely she was discriminated at her home. Okay, and at that day, while she was going to school, she was asked back, and she tied her hand, and she felt like she is going to a better place, better than her home. Okay, so this is the section 1. Next we will just look at the in-text questions. I will just answer the questions. Okay, and the first question: what incident made Boli backward child? Because while she was 10 months old, she fall from the court and it damaged her brain. And the second answer: when she was at got attack of the smallpox, it was when she was 5 years old. Okay, and what effect it had means it had resulted in the black and white rashes on her marks on her face and all the body. Okay, uh, why did Boli talk very little? Because actually she was stamped, and the children of her age was making fun of her. Okay, and the next one, uh, why did the Tahsildar ask the Ramlal to send school? Because he was the only representative of the village, so that he should show up the example for others. Okay, and the next one. What kind of farmer? He was a prosperous farmer, and he worried about how could he find a bridegroom for the Boli. Okay, and why did the Ramlal's wife disagree? Because she feared that how could they find the bridegrooms for their children if they send them to school. Okay, how finally Ramlal's wife agreed, because she thought that Boli, it would be difficult for them to find a bridegroom for Boli, and they had less expectation about the Boli on marriage. And why did Boli was threatened? Because she thought she just remembered about the cow that had been taken off to sold. So she thought that she is also taking for selling. Okay, and ninth statement shows that the partiality or the discriminatory behavior of the parents. So that's all for today. So if you want videos in English, you can comment me, or else I am not going to do the videos in English. Okay, so thank you for watching. Have a nice day, my dears.